Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? How are
I'm
you?
Hi, good
very,
morning.
I'm very well. And you? Hi, Emma.
Perro.
Very good. Thank you. Hello, Emmanuel.
Hi, Jesse.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm pretty good. Thank you. All right. It's good to see you guys. How was your
You?
day yesterday?
Very well. It was a busy day, but very well.
Interesting, ¿verdad, doctor?
Very interesting day
Really? What
Oh,
what
yeah.
what was so interesting about it? I'm curious.
because we have a huge challenge in
New
this market
challenge. Exactly.
with the sales.
Oh, okay, okay. There was like a new what's the word? A new goal that was put. Something like that?
In fact, it's the same goal, but
Mm-hmm.
we aren't achieving that, and we needed to change our strategies to raise to to reach.
Yeah, to reach. Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
And both we have the same challenge.
Really? Okay. Well, are you on the
We are
same
in
in
the
the
same
same
team.
department?
And
More or
yeah,
less, more or less.
in the commercial
It's
area,
yeah, more or less
Oh,
different
okay.
positions, but same department, more or less.
Oh, okay, okay. Got it.
but the same goals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good.
It, it's like a process. Emma designed the product, and I carry the product and take to the customer.
Okay. I get it. Sounds good. Well, you're all working together. That's the important thing. All right. Sounds
Yes,
good.
yes, of course.
Sounds good. Okay, well, so today we are actually going to be learning a little bit about how to talk a little bit about ourselves. So, let's take a look here. Tell me if you are able to see my screen.
It's loading.
It's loading.
Yes, I can see now.
You can see it now. Perfect. Okay. So here we have, it says speaking, and it says, tell me about yourself. So this question here, tell me about yourself. Have you ever heard this question before?
In my mind,
Uh,
yes.
yes.
Okay. When
Yeah,
do we normally
maybe
say?
in the
Mhm. Yes, Emmanuel?
okay. Uh, I think this I have this I had this discussion with another teacher, another class last year.
Hmm. Okay. So we use this when we are interviewing someone, right? Mostly when we're interviewing someone for the first time. So, for example, you will hear this a lot in job interviews. Lots of, tell me about yourself. Hello, Carolina, welcome.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Carol, how you doing?
Okay, so this question, tell me about yourself. Um, these are, like I said, a question that you will very often come up in job interviews, but not just job interviews. This is a lot when you are meeting somebody for the first time and you want to get to know them better. So the first thing I want you to do is check the 6 questions below that you would like to ask one of your classmates. Okay, there are 8 questions here, and I want you to choose 6 of these. So the first question is, where were your parents born? Where did they grow up? Did you see them a lot when you were young? Who's your favorite relative? When did you first study English? Can you speak other languages? What were your best subjects in middle school? And what subjects didn't you like? Any questions about these questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
No,
No?
it's clear. It's clear.
So we understand all of them, Carolina?
Yes.
Yes?
Caro is the best.
Okay. All right. So what I want you to do right now is choose 6 of these questions. You decide which one you want to ask.
Okay.
You got the 6 questions?
12.
Okay, just a minute. Just choose right now, just choose. So I want you to
Okay.
do. Choose. All right. Lotte, do you have yours?
Repeat.
Do you have the
When
6 questions for you?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Emmanuel?
Sure, I got it.
Yeah, perfect. All right. So what we're going to do is the following. We're going to interview our classmates. I want you to ask one question and also do a follow-up question. What this means by a follow-up question is, for example, where were your parents born? Let's say, oh, my parents were born in, I don't know, my mom was born in Cabañas, and my father was actually born in Brazil, let's say. Oh, really? Have you ever visited Brazil? Oh, I went once. Something like that. Okay? That's a follow-up question. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Topics around the question.
Yes. So a follow-up question is a question that continues after that first question,
Okay.
depending on what the person tells you.
Okay, and the exercise is did it with you or between us?
No, you're gonna do it between you. So I'm going to tell you, okay, for example, you're gonna ask, actually what I want is I want Lotte to ask Carolina. Carolina, you're gonna be asking Emmanuel, and Emmanuel, you're gonna be asking Lotte. Sounds good?
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And like I said, the follow-up question is going to depend on what they answer. Okay? So some of the things that you can say when the person answers is these expressions. Oh, that's interesting. Or really? Me too. Or wow, tell me more. Anything you want to say to be able to express that you are engaged in that conversation, whatever they are telling you. And remember, don't forget to make a follow-up question. Okay, so if they share something with you, please ask a follow-up question. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's start. Lotte, you can start the question to Carolina. First, just one question.
Okay. Caro, easy.
Okay.
Where were your grandparents born?
Oh, my grandparents born, my grandmother is born to Aguilares, and my grandfather is born to San Salvador.
Okay, repeat please the number city. The number of
Aguilares.
the first city? Aguilar. Aguilar is okay. Is the north of the country?
No, no, it's
This is the
San
north.
Salvador, but it's far.
Ah, it's
Like
near to San Salvador?
yes, yes,
Ah, okay. Do you know Aguilares?
yes. I know. Yes, I visited.
Is a nice place?
It's normal. Yeah.
But you remember normal is subjective because since normal to you, it's possible to be normal different to me.
Yeah, it's not they have some places, but it's very relaxed city.
Ah, okay. It's a quiet city.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Excellent. Good job. Okay, I have a question for you, Carolina. Do you
Yeah,
say so my mom is born or my mom was born?
my grandmother was born.
Yeah, good. So remember, we're using the past, not the present, because when they were
Okay,
born was in the past. Okay?
okay,
All
yeah,
right. Good
okay,
job. All right. Carolina, your turn now.
okay. Manuel, did you see your grandparents a lot when you were young?
Actually, no. Well, I visited my grandpa, but the side of my dad uh, only once a year,
Okay,
uh, and my grandma, well, for the side to my mom, only met my grandmother because my grandfather is died. I don't know when,
okay,
a long
yeah,
time ago. I never know. So my grandma lived with us. That's the reason I frequently every day. But the
okay,
side of my dad, no, no, no. Actually, no. Only one day a year.
okay, okay, yeah, um,
All right. So Carolina, you have to make a follow-up question.
yeah. Um, uh, do you like to watch in the past? Yes, your grandfather.
Uh, Actually, no. My grandpas, for the side to my dad, they are very uh, real. So we
Okay,
can we my brothers and I never
you don't have a relationship with him.
exactly. We don't have a relationship with them.
Okay, okay,
All right. Thank you,
but
Carolina. Oh, sorry.
no,
Go
that's
ahead. Go ahead.
okay.
Ask him the question.
But you love your grandmother because you stay with her every day. Yeah.
Yeah, for the sake of my mom, yes, of course.
Okay.
Actually, the last day of your life, I care him. I care her.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Very good. All right. Carolina, you were asking a question. You said you said something like, if I'm not mistaken, it was like this.
Yeah, that's not yeah.
So that was the question, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Is
All right.
das? Is das? The correct
So
is das?
um I think you were you asking about the present or the past? Carolina?
The past.
Okay.
Okay, so in the past, okay. So if it was the past, the did is okay, no problem. But you want to tell me where we might make the change?
In present.
What part of the sentence do we need to change to make it correct?
The tense of the watch is in present.
Watch.
It's not actually
Because
not,
did
Oh, yeah. You use did.
it's the did is okay, no problem.
Okay. Did you
did is okay.
watch
Mhm.
it? Okay.
Yeah, we need to change
Only
the
watch.
watch. You're absolutely right about that.
Watch.
Watch.
Yeah.
We need to change the watch. And I'll tell you, it's the reason why we need to change the watch. Because this part is fine. Did you like? If we use did in the past, then like does not have to be in the past. It shouldn't be in the past. Only one of them is going to be in the past, which is did. The reason why we're changing watch is because watch is no longer a verb. This is the verb. This is going to be an action. This is going to be an activity. So in this case, to make an activity, we say
Okay. Watch.
watching.
Watch.
Do you like watching your grandfather?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Although in this case, watching would be, I'm not sure if watching is the correct word you wanted to use. I don't know if you said, because watching is like observing, right?
Yes.
Whereas
I
this
think it's
one,
a different form.
yeah, I think you wanted to say, did
Like,
you like
do you like
seeing?
to have a time or did you
Did you like
like
seeing
seeing?
your
Yeah.
grandfather? That would probably
Okay.
be more along the lines you want. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
And Emmanuel, so you talked a lot about your your relatives, right? So you say
Okay.
so it's
Relative.
my father's side, on my father's side. So it's not the side of my father. It's on my father's side. Okay? So you say, for example, oh, he was my grandfather on my father's side. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, Emmanuel, you can now ask Lotte.
Okay. The same question for you, Lotte. Where were your grandfathers born?
Okay. I'm going to try to explain geography class of Colombia to you.
Please.
My grandparents on my father's side were born on Caldas. Caldas is a department as a part of the Eje Cafetero in Colombia. Eje Cafetero is the center of the country, more or less. It's a nice place. And on the other side, my grandparents on my mom's side born, born, born on Valle del
Were born.
Cauca. Were born on Valle del Cauca. Valle del Cauca is the department on the Pacific Ocean when the capital is Cali. You know, Cali, Colombia. The name of the department is Valle del Cauca.
Nice. And your visit frequently.
Nowadays or current is not possible because of all of my grandparents were gone. But
Okay. But
when they but when they were alive, I visited a lot, of course, because we live in Caquetá, is other department in Colombia.
okay. But when you are young, when you are was no, when you are young, you're visited frequently
Yeah, yes,
or no?
yes. In fact, for example, my grandparents on my mother's side live with us a lot of time, and obviously I saw them all the time, every days.
Okay. And you like the place, Valle del Cauca. I remember you say that.
Remember the question, please, the first part.
If you like the place, Valle del Cauca, if you like the
But the thing is, I know Valle del Cauca, but not when I was young. I know Valle del Cauca recently because I work in that part of the country because my grandparents born in that area, but they grew up in Caquetá when I born. The department is far from Valle del Cauca,
and
but
the
it's a nice place. I know that, but it's because I work in that area in other company.
nice. And and today, well, not today, but and your last years, uh, when you frequently or visited or working in Valle del Cauca, actually, do you have parents in this area yet, or no,
Yes, yes,
don't have?
yes. No, no, no. Yes. I have a relative in that area on the my mother's side. I had uh, an uncle, but unfortunately, sorry, he passed passed away. Teacher, passed away, falleció, passed away last year with natural causes. He was sick, very sick. But I have other relatives. My uncle's family live in that area. I have in contact with them.
Okay,
I am
nice.
in contact with them. Sorry, I am in contact with them.
Okay.
Good. All right. Excellent, guys. Very good. Very good. Okay. So Emmanuel, you said when you are young, blah 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 blah. What do you think we can change about this if we're talking about the past?
When was your born? When was your are young?
When you were
When
young.
you
Yeah, so here the R
when you
here, which
what?
is in the
When
present, we need to change the past.
Yeah, when you were,
when
because
you
it's
were
second
um,
Yeah,
person.
when you were
yeah, exactly. When you were young. Okay. You were right the first time. You did it in the past. The only thing is that you did this when you was young. But in this case, because it's you, we're gonna have to use
well,
was. Sorry, were instead of was
well,
when you were young. Okay. Um,
okay.
the other thing is you said the word actually. Do you know what the word actually means in Spanish?
Actually is
It's a
como
typical
no actually
confusion.
So in Spanish, actually means en realidad o
En
de
realidad,
hecho.
realmente.
Yeah. So,
that's
but
true.
you were not trying to say this. I know you were not trying to say that because your question was
Yeah,
this. Do you have your parents there? Right? That was your question. So I don't think you were asking en realidad. I think you were trying to say actualmente, right?
Okay.
Cur
Actualmente
Yeah.
es
currently,
So do you
currently,
know how to say actualmente in English?
uh,
currently, Emma, currently.
currently,
Yes,
Current.
correct. Currently. So that's what we
Currently.
call a false friend. Okay? So actually it's a false friend because it looks like a word in Spanish, which is actualmente, but it's not the correct it's not the correct translation of that word. Yeah, so that's what we call a false friend. So you want to use the word currently. Currently is actualmente. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Lotte, I have a question. You said that your grandmother was born in Calgas?
Yes, yes, yes.
Calgas.
In
Okay. All
Caldas.
right.
Caldas is a department in Colombia.
Good. Okay. All right. Now, because this is a place,
Caldas with D, Caldas with
oh,
D.
Caldas.
Yes,
Yeah,
Caldas.
oh, Caldas. Okay. So, because Caldas is a place, you're going to say, my
Yes,
grandmother was born not on,
on,
but in,
in,
in
in.
Caldas.
Okay,
Okay, so
okay,
when you are inside of a place, you say in Caldas. So like a city or a department or a country. She was born in
okay,
Caldas.
okay. I
Okay?
got it.
Um, and remember, when you're talking about being born, we always have to use the verb to be because the verb is be born, not just born. It's be born. So when or you say I
Was.
was, I was born.
Was.
Yeah, I was born. It's impossible to say I born. You say I was born.
Yeah.
Okay? So always remember that. I know this is a very common mistake because in Spanish we just say yo nací. The verb is just one, nacer.
Yes,
But in
yes.
English, it's composed of two parts. It's be born. Okay?
Okay,
All right, excellent. All right, Lotte, go ahead and ask Carolina another question.
okay, of course. Carol, uh, who is your favorite relative?
Uh, my favorite relative is my aunt Blanca,
Why?
because my parents live between there, near my house and her house is between, and we visited every day. Yeah.
No, okay. And nowadays or currently, they are living next to you?
No, but she lives in Medellin to my house and my father's house. Yes, I need only 8 minutes to visit
8
her.
minutes, 8 minutes walking or driving?
Driving. Yeah, I don't
Okay,
walk. Yeah.
okay, okay. You don't walk? Why? Why you don't walk?
No,
It's important. It's very important. It's very important to exercise, to do
yeah,
exercise.
but when I come to visit her, I can't walk. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue or next?
No, that's great. No, that's perfect. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And you guys did very, very good. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So, Carolina, your question for Emmanuel?
Okay. Emmanuel, can you speak other language?
No, I speak well. I speak my más lengua natal.
My native
My
tongue.
goal. How?
Native tongue. I'll write it in the chat. I'll write it here. Native tongue.
Okay. My native tongue is Spanish, and I I try to learn English right now, and and uh, I don't remember when I was young and the high school when I studied. Uh, I received a French class, but it's a long time ago.
Okay.
Uh,
But you like French?
yeah, actually, yeah, I like the the language. I visited the last 2 or 3 years ago. I visited Paris, and I I like how was the como sonaba,
The
Sound.
sound?
how was the
Sound.
sound, how is the sound, how the sound, the language, and uh, when the people talk,
Ah,
I like how is the sound.
yeah. Okay. Can you say your name in French?
And my name, Emmanuel, no sé. Igual.
Okay.
Mhm. No,
Okay.
Okay.
but I don't remember. I don't remember actually. Uh, maybe I tried to say one or two words, but no,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me too. I
I
remember,
don't practice anymore.
but I really don't remember some more. I only say Je m'appelle Carolina. Yeah. Yeah. But another words, but I don't remember a lot.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. That's good. It's a good language.
Yes, it's good for language.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Excellent. Did when you were in Paris, Emmanuel, I have a question. Is it true that in Paris, there's a lot of rats?
I never see one.
No? You didn't see one
No,
rat?
I never see.
didn't
I
see
not.
neither. Yeah, I was in Paris and didn't see neither.
Really? No rats. Wow, okay.
No
No,
rats.
Interesting.
At least I didn't see no one.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, that's
Actually,
good.
for me, the city is
Very
very
beautiful.
clean.
Mm,
It's beautiful
It
and
the
clean.
most it's the most spectacular city in the world, according to me, for example.
Mm.
interesting.
It's
It's
my
beautiful.
preferred city,
It's beautiful.
my favorite city in the world, according
Really?
to me, of course. Yes, yes.
Really, Lotte. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
I've never been to Paris, not yet. But I've been told that there are huge rats. Don't know if it's true though.
no, no,
I
it's not
never see that.
true. You are losing a great adventure.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, one day I want to go to
Of
Paris.
course.
But I'm more interested in the French Riviera. So maybe
Uh,
like Marseille, something like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know that places, but it should be very nice.
Yeah, yeah, I've
I
heard
look.
it's really nice.
I
Yeah.
looked at you visited Paris and summer or winter.
In no, no, no. Ninguna de las anteriores. Ay, sorry, sorry
No,
for the
neither
Spanish.
of
No, there's in
spring,
primavera.
spring.
Spring.
Spring
Spring.
is to us is as a winter because it's very cold. The temperature is slow, and we aren't. It's not usual to us exposed in that temperatures.
And when you visited the Eiffel Tower, you visited
No, I only visit Paris because I was that before um, a travel before excursion. Only
okay.
I stayed that only for 2 days.
Okay.
Do you remember, Lotte, what the temperature was like?
Yeah, of course I remember because I ran in Paris. I wake up at 5:30 a.m. and I ran. The temperature was 1 degree centigrade degree
1 degree?
How many?
yeah,
How many?
1 degree.
One
One
degree
degree,
in
very
Yeah.
spring?
cold.
Okay. Bien.
In
Yeah,
spring?
because it's a spring, but the winter was finished still, just finished. It's in the transition,
Oh, okay, okay. So it must
in the
have been like
transition.
early
I
March.
arrived in Paris. Yeah, I arrived in Paris on March.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Winter
was,
just
yeah.
finishing.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
okay.
that makes sense.
It's the beginning.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Because I like right now, here in Vancouver, where we just started summer, but right now, look at the temp. I don't know if you're able to see the temperature. I always have problem. Nope,
No, I
can't see it.
can't.
No, can't see it.
No.
But anyways, it's marking 15 degrees,
What
and it's
centigrades?
15,
Fahrenheit.
15, and it's summer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's
15, but
Fahrenheit.
what measure
Oh,
centigrades
It's
centigrades.
or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit also.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
no,
I
not
can
Fahrenheit. It's
Ah,
centigrades.
Celsius.
centigrades.
Celsius.
Yeah,
Celsius.
Celsius.
Celsius. Okay, it's a higher temperature.
Yeah, but it's
That's higher.
summer. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
we're in
it's
Yeah.
summer.
summer.
Yeah, but in winter in Canada the temperature is
It's very hot.
30 degrees negative.
Yeah.
Depends. It depends on what part of Canada.
Okay.
I'm in,
My cousin live in the other part of the country and wow.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah. No, here in Vancouver, when it's -10, we are frozen, like super frozen at -10. Um, the thing is that here in Vancouver, um, it's very damp. So you know that word damp?
No,
I don't remember. Yeah.
Damp?
no, it's like humid.
Yes, exactly. It's
Mhm.
like humid, but like
Like,
cold humid. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
So it's very damp. It's always rainy. And when it's damp and cold, it feels colder.
Sorry,
Okay.
what is damp?
Damp is like humid,
Húmedo.
like
Humid.
humid,
Okay, okay, okay.
but it's
Yeah.
but it's like wet and cold.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah,
You.
so it's like similar to humid. So when it's cold, damp, it feels colder. Just like when in El Salvador, it's hot and humid. It feels hotter,
Yeah.
right? So this is
Yeah.
the opposite,
I understand.
right? So it's
I
it's
understand.
Yeah.
damp, it's damp, so it feels colder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damp
but
es como seco, algo así.
sorry?
Damp.
No,
Damp
damp
es
damp
damp.
is like
No, humid.
Húmedo.
Yeah.
Es húmedo.
No, yeah. O sea,
Yeah.
but